Morning, good freaking morning. Could be evening, could be afternoon, whenever you are watching this, but hello. I always going to start these videos in my office. I love saying that, in my office. You know, I'm professional now. But it's because this is typically where I do start my day, but that is actually a bit of a lie, because today I've already gone and done my 30 minutes rest day cardio at Pure Gym. Now, I was going to take my camera and do a really cool edit of me, like, you know, getting in my car, climbing up, you know, doing the doors and the Stairmaster. But quite frankly, one, I literally get up and go. I don't think. I get up, throw some clothes on, grab my water and literally just leave. So I don't really think about bringing my camera, so that's the first thing. Secondly, I don't even want a glimpse of my morning face on the camera because like I said, I get up and go, so I look a hot mess. But most importantly is that I really don't want to take my camera in that gym. Even though I could literally keep it on me at all times, it's the kind of gym in the kind of location where you kind of feel on edge all the time, if you know what I mean. You do fear your safety a little bit, so I don't really want to take an expensive camera in there. So yeah, I've done my cardio basically, but I wanted to film today because we've had some updates in regards to the prep. I am on a deload, so I want to talk a little bit about my deload. So Wednesday and today I would normally be training, but I'm not. I've just had cardio, so I'm going to talk a little bit about my deload. But the biggest change, and the thing I think people want to see, is I am now on a meal plan. Ooh. So I'm going to do a full day of eating on my new meal plan, because today is day one on my meal plan. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about why I'm on a meal plan, show you what I'm eating on my rest day meals, and yeah, just what I get up to today. So task number one is to go and make a coffee, because I need one. It is now 6:30, so I'm going to crack on with some work throughout the next hour and a half to 2 hours. Try and push my meals back a little bit, because on a rest day I am hungrier. And looking at my meal plan, I think potentially food has dropped a little bit. Not a lot, but it does look like it's, I don't know if it's, I don't want to work it out. I'm not going to work out my calories and macros. So yes, I'm going to go make some coffee. So welcome to today's video, and let's get the hell on with it. Hey Ashley, hope you are good. So welcome to your walkthrough video. So welcome to the team. First and foremost, I'm super excited to get working with you. So what I'm going to do in this video is just go through your full program, go through your portal, go through the coaching app, go through everything that I've set you, what we're doing and why we're doing it. So you've got a full understanding, so once we get going tomorrow, you can just hit the ground running with progress. You're not like, why am I doing this? So what you'll have just seen me do, I just wanted to quickly jump on and explain this, is going through a walkthrough video for a new client. So whenever I get a new client, join the team, instead of me just sending them over their plan and going, there's your plan mate, off you go, just go and crack on, I just don't see any value in doing that. You know, the reason being is that there's a reason behind everything that I program. Each and every single one of my clients' program is built from the ground up. So there's a reason behind everything, and I want my client to understand the rationale and reason behind it. Because ultimately, I don't want a client to be with me forever. I love my clients. I've got some clients who've been with me for like nearly 2 years now, and I love them to bits. But ultimately, my goal is for them to, when they do leave, be able to crack on and crush it on their own. My biggest fear is literally a client leaves me, and then they're like, they just go back to the way they were and they lose all their progress. That is literally what fills me with dread. So one of my biggest philosophies, I guess you could say, as a coach, is to educate as I go. So they always understand why we're doing this in the gym, why we're eating this way, why we're making these changes, so then they can build up that knowledge and understanding themselves. So I will send about 15-20 minute walkthrough video explaining their full program before they get started. So I've just done that now. Now I just need to do some boring admin-y stuff. I've got a program to write up actually as well, a program change for one of my clients, and then we'll get into meal number one. So this is meal numero uno. So we've got 3 bacon medallions, 1 whole egg, some spinach and some potatoes. And I'm actually really looking forward to this meal. So yeah, meal number one is about to go down. I just realised I've got some bit of bacon on my thumb.
classy. But yeah, no, I'm actually really, really excited for this meal.
So, just been cracking on with some work. I did actually go downstairs, just got a water bottle, standard, to do some steps because it's absolutely gross out there. I'm not going to have much time today. I was just meant to be on a call with Vicky doing our mentoring. She had to go with personal situations, so cut that short. So I'm going to go make meal number 2 now. But I thought before I go make it, I'm just going to quickly talk about why I decided to go onto a meal plan. So I was kind of on a meal plan anyway. I was eating the same foods pretty much day in, day out myself. But for two or three reasons really, I made the decision that I wanted to go on a meal plan. So number 1, I still have this digestive upset. I'm still having issues with it. So if Vicky can take charge and ownership of it, 1 week I know that exactly the same things are coming, going in and out every single day. She knows what foods can cause, she's very, very knowledgeable and clued up when it comes to digestion and optimizing it. So she's taken out a few things within my meal plan and added a few bits in which I wouldn't have done. So her knowledge on that will hopefully improve that, because ultimately it's making me feel unwell some days. It affects my training performance. It's fucking with my scale weight, fucking with my body image, and it's just a nightmare. So that's the first and probably the main reason. The second one is, again, I don't want to be thinking. I was following a meal plan-ish, loosely. Like, meal structure probably was better. Meal plan structure wasn't the most structured thing. Because I was just changing bits and bobs here and there, like if I couldn't be bothered to do something, or if I had something else, or... But I just, with being busy with personal situations in my life and work, I just want everything to just be consistent as possible. I just want to be consistent as possible and not have to think and track things into my fitness pal and just go, that is what I'm eating, that's what it is. And off the back of that as well, I don't want to know my calories. That's another thing, is that as they do inevitably get lower over the next few weeks, which they are going to do, I do think there is such an emotional attachment to knowing what your calories are, thinking, oh, I'm only eating X amount of calories, I'm going to be hungry, I'm going to be weak, etc. Whereas if I don't know, I can probably guess roughly what they are and what have you, but if I don't know, I won't have as much of an emotional attachment, if that makes sense. So I think they have already come down a little bit based off the meal plan. I don't know, but that's the thing, I don't know, and I'm not going to be tracking it into my fitness pal, so it'll just be a case of she takes things out of my diet and little things as well, like if we do any sort of refeeds or carb cycling or anything along those lines, any sort of those methods further on, it'll be so much easier, because that in the past is where I have quite honestly been a bit of a dick with my diet. Like when I've had refeeds and carb cycled, I've just not made great choices in terms of nutrient quality and things that are going to fuel my performance. Whereas I want everything to be optimal, because I'm so goddamn passionate about coming back from this photo shoot better than the last one and doing whatever I can to bring out my best. So I just want everything to be optimal basically. So that is why I moved on to a meal plan. So my next meal, I'm actually not eating my meals in the right order today, which it doesn't matter on a rest day realistically. I think the only meal timing wise that matters is the pre-bed bowl, just because it's slightly higher in protein. I still got the pre-bed bowl, which has its benefits in terms of sleep, and again it's got carbohydrates, and Vicky knows that I sleep better on a carbohydrate based meal rather than just like protein and veg or whatever. I wouldn't sleep well, like I need carbs to sleep. So yeah, I just moved my meals around, and because I'm busy this afternoon, I moved my meals that require a bit more prep and cooking earlier where I've got more time, because this afternoon I'm going to be rushing a bit. So my next meal is going to be chicken, rice, spinach and macadamia nuts. So that's something new. One thing that has changed is a few sauces have changed, which I'll discuss as I'm doing it. So the macadamia nuts are new, and the rice is new. I am going to ask if I can have cream of rice some days instead, but we'll see what she says. And veg has been taken down quite a lot, quite significantly in terms of the types and the quantities. But actually, I have to go and make rice. I can't use microwave, I've got to make rice. And I haven't cooked rice in a pan in years, so this is going to be really interesting. So I'm going to go try and attempt to cook some goddamn rice.
And that is meal number 2, and I'm actually really excited for this. I've not had rice in ages. We've got chicken, we've got rice, and some macadamia nuts, which again I've not had in a while. And they're decent. So yeah, I'm really excited for this meal. So far so good on this meal plan, pretty decent meals. I've just pulled up at Starbucks to meet up with one of my clients and good friends, Abby. Now Abby has actually been on the channel before, so if you go back good few videos. We did a training video, a leg day at Ultraflex together, so go and check that out. I'm not going to whip the camera out on her today. It's not really fair on her. So we're just having a bit of a, we don't live too far away, so we've met up about halfway, it's about half an hour for each of us, and we're just going to have a good old catch up about non-coaching related things, really. Just see how she's getting on in her life, with her job, with everything, and we'll just catch up, which I'm looking forward to. So more coffee dates. Got quite a few coffee dates over this last week, but I'm not complaining. But it's a bit naff when you are on a diet, because it is always just a plain old black beverage, and that car is very, very close to hitting mine. You can tell I'm quite precious about my car. So yeah, black beverage. Probably I'm gonna go caffeinated, because I've got to go pick my sister up after this, and then I'll have to go back home, and I'll be working till about 8 o'clock tonight. So yeah, lots to do. We move, so I'm gonna go have some black beverage of choice, aka a black coffee. I am going to you've got very close to my car as well. This is not a good parking space, but there wasn't many parking spaces, so you know, we move. Right, I'm just gonna stop rambling, gonna go have some coffee, and I'll catch you in a bit. Probably my next meal, and I'm excited for my next meal, because it's one of my favourites. Okay, so finally back from meeting Abby, which was lovely to catch up with her on. And she's probably gonna be watching this vlog, so hey Abby, we had a great coffee chat, didn't we? And sister duties, taxi duties. So now it's nearly 4 o'clock, so I'm gonna go make my next meal, which is my favourites. Oats whey dark chocolate. Can't beat it, and luckily this one, it'll take like 2 minutes to make. So I'm gonna make that up now, and then I just need to crack on with work, because I'm so behind. Just being out for a couple of hours, honestly, you fall behind. So catch up with clients, catch up with work, meal 4, webinar, meal 5, bed. That is how rock and roll my day is. So I'm gonna go make my oats now, and I'll catch you in a bit. Telling me you are on a bodybuilding diet prep without even telling me. Meal 4, we have cod, baby corn, spinach, and avocado. I think when people think about prep, they expect every meal to look like this, and you know what? I'm laughing about it, but I'm actually really excited, because I've not had cod in ages, and I've just tried a little bit, and it actually tastes really good. So this is meal numero 4. Then I'm on my webinar for the next few hours, and then it'll be time for the best meal. Well, this and the oats, tough choice, but pre-bed bowl is coming up for meal number 5. Last and final meal of the day is my pre-bed bowl, which honestly I can't even explain how happy this has been kept in. So we've got Greek yogurt, whey, which is the Perform carrot cake. I've got that back in my life. I've actually got the 2 new Perform flavours on pre-order, and then I ran out of Perform, so I was like, I need to get one while I'm waiting. So I got the carrot cake, and I forgot how amazing it is. Blueberries, Cocoa Pops, and peanut butter. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap up this video here. I'm gonna go to bed, I'm gonna eat this, then go to bed, and then we do it all again tomorrow. So tomorrow is another rest day, my last day technically of deloading, and then we'll be back in the gym for some more fun adventures. So love you and leave you for this vlog, guys, and I will catch you on the next one. As always, if you've enjoyed it, let me know in the comments. Anything you want to see, let me know in the comments. If you've enjoyed it, again, put it on your Instagram story and subscribe and all that BS, and I'll catch you on next week's episode.